Hi legends, hope you're all having a fantastic Monday. Hope you all enjoyed the weekend. Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin, see what lies in store for the rest of this week. Welcome to the live stream. Let me just put myself on here. There we go. Welcome everyone. Let me just pop out the comments here quick so I can read all the comments. Let me just do this quick. All right, now I can see everyone. Alan Clark, good morning or good evening all. Welcome, Alan. Thanks for joining the live stream. Frank, hi Devil, hi Legends, welcome. Valeria, hi Devil, how are you? I am good. I had a good weekend. Irina, hi, welcome. Just had dinner, perfect timing. Yes, definitely. A little bit of a later live stream tonight, but let's get cracking. Hi Legends. Hi Sir Shub, Dave, hi, hello Devold, Frank, smash the like, yes, smash up the like, let's go, what is happening with the price of Bitcoin over here? Nice little breakout over the weekend. I didn't expect such aggressive price action from Bitcoin over the weekend, but nonetheless we got it. So what is in store right now? Are we going to see a little bit of a deeper correction, or are we about to bounce? Let's analyze the price of Bitcoin. Let me just put myself on here. Let's do this. Right, everyone can see what is going on here. Okay, Friday was a little bit of a fun live stream. Sitting here all heated up in my suit and tie, red tie, and today I'm a little bit more casual. Okay. You look so fresh. Hope you had a good weekend. Yes, I did have a good weekend. Thank you so much. Nice, relaxing, and I hope you guys enjoyed yesterday's update. My 10x altcoin portfolio, right? It's not limited to those 10 altcoins. I do have a little bit more in my spot bags, but I had to choose, you know, and I wanted to diversify them a little bit, put a bit of gaming in there, some layer ones in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the update and it made sense. I tried to keep it simple. Some people made comments to say that no, I should have done it per market cap. It makes it so much more difficult, especially for the majority of people to understand and where's the total market cap going to take us, how much money is going to pump into each specific altcoin. So I just kept it technical and I used fibs and yeah, simple as that. Right. Marco, are we still going lower in the short term? Right, we'll analyze the price of Bitcoin here, see what is happening. Okay, so not sure if I did an update. No, I didn't do a YouTube update this morning, but I did a community update this morning in our Legends Discord community where I discussed a couple of trading setups over here. And nice little pump since last week up until there. I mean, that was a beautiful pump from the bottom to the top that we reached over there. 15% pump here from Bitcoin. Okay, so let's just take a little bit of stock of where we are. Just want to see if everyone can hear me. Yeah, the mic levels look good. Music not too loud. Okay, so it looks good. Let's go. Okay, so the first thing we have to acknowledge is we are back inside of range. Okay, we are back inside of range, and you can see where we got rejected by a newly formed point of control when you draw your fixed range profile until where we are right now. If you draw it a little bit back, then you've got your point of control a little bit higher up where we got rejected previously. Okay, but nonetheless, we have two high volume nodes. We have a high volume node over here, and sorry, we have a high volume node over here. Right, this is where we got rejected the last time at this high volume node, and now we are struggling in this area. Okay, but we have to acknowledge that for now we are back inside the range. Okay, deviation, small little deviation, and a big deviation, but the expectancy, or the, how can I say it, the probability of once you get acceptance back inside the range, you might retest it as support for continuation back to the upside to come and claim the top of the range again. Okay, and I mean, we still have to compete with this resistance over here. Okay, and I want to see us smash this level with high volume if we're going to get there, because the SFP could mean that we're going to come back down further and lose the range again. Okay, so what I want to do now is let's focus on this little structure over here and see what is cooking underneath the hood. Okay. So that's it from a range perspective. You can see that we are currently here by a weekly level that's offering a little bit of support, also in alignment with this trend. But I have to admit, this trend is a bit steep, guys. I don't like steep trends like that. Although we can get a bounce, I just don't like them. Okay, so all I did basically here, let me just zoom in. Okay, is I just connected the lows with this little pivot, and now we are bouncing here on the trend together in confluence with the weekly level. Okay, so this is where we're currently finding support together with the trend line, and I want to see a bounce in this area for bullish continuation to the upside to at least come and claim this high. But it looks like we are losing steam over here. Okay, it looks like we found nice momentum, green volume kicking in here, and now we're starting to lose a little bit of steam. So to play it conservatively, if we do get a bounce in this area from where we are right now, I would definitely be aggressive with profit taking. That if you take a fib from the high to the low, you could get a situation where we do something like this. Okay, not even claim this high over here. So everyone is bullish, everyone is expecting higher, but I'm not convinced that this bounce could take the high. It definitely can, but it looks like it's losing steam over here. Okay, because what I'm also seeing over here is this kind of looks like, and you guys need to tell me whether you agree or not, it kind of looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like this impulse is finished. Okay, and now we could start making a deeper corrective structure, A, B, C, and then we start with the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so it goes. So for now, it looks like this impulse could be finished, and we are busy with a larger ABC. Okay, good, right? And we could bounce here on the trend. What I like to do for a bigger ABC correction is I want the B wave to be in, because then I can measure where the C wave can end. But the B wave doesn't look like it's in yet. And what I mean by the B wave is A, B, C. Once the B wave is in, I can measure where the C wave is going to end. If this scenario is going to play out, okay, so let's just look and say, what if this scenario plays out, right? We go up here, we make a lower high, and we break back below trend, making everyone extremely bearish again, okay? Which could be as simple as you take a fib from the low to the high. Let's take that one out the way, where we could bounce at the 50%, the 618, and then you get that massive explosion to the upside. Okay, so this is the one scenario that I'm definitely keeping an eye on. So this could either be, if its impulses back to the upside and we have a chance to go and claim all-time highs again, we want this to be an impulse and not an ABC, because this can also be an A, B, C. And now we're going to start making impulses back to the downside, coming to claim the liquidity below the lows. Right, so it can go two ways. Okay, so let's just play out the bullish scenario for now, to say that, well, if we are still going to see some bullish continuation here to the upside, the correction can take us to the 382, which is kind of just below us. We haven't tapped it yet. Okay, 50% fib level, and the 618. It can even go as low as the 782, where this then becomes a 1, 2, 3 wave here to the upside from a bullish perspective. Okay, where we have now just completed wave number 1, and we are now busy with wave number 2, and we don't know how low it's going to go. Right, I just want to switch on some levels to see if we have confluence. So if I start switching on some point of controls, let's go daily levels, and I know I'm going to make it a little bit messy now just to see what is going on here. Okay, This is kind of a nice little consolidation area over here where we could find support, and it's between the 382, but you could have that situation where if we lose the weekly level over here, you have the week and you get acceptance back above. So you tap the naked point of control, which is confluence with this consolidation area over here. Like I said, you always look to the left for support. Okay, so this looks like it can definitely offer support. Right, it has a naked point of control where you wick through, you get acceptance back above the 382, and then if we get acceptance back above this weekly, if we do lose it, that could be very bullish, and then we can find continuation back to the upside, get acceptance back inside the trend. And then what most people will do is they will move their trend to over there. Okay, so we'll just have to see how this is going to play out. Right, because this trend does look a little bit steep here at the moment. It looks a little bit steep. Okay, I like 45 degrees, 40 degree angle trend lines. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing from a bullish perspective, is that I would like, I mean, it can be a deeper retracement. I'm not going to lie, guys, because a wave 1, okay, and a wave 2 has a maximum target of the 786. Which is confluence with this daily level. So I mean, this can make people extremely bearish, where we lose this level, we break back, oh my greatness, we're going back, we're going to come and claim the liquidity below here, and then we bounce for that explosive third wave here to the upside. Okay, definitely a possibility for 5. Okay, where we could get rejected here by $72,000, $71,600 give or take. Okay, but it can be a shallow retracement as well. The other scenario I want to highlight is to say that, well, we could find continuation from where we are right now. I'm not convinced. Feels like we're losing steam, but I mean, anything is possible in this market. If we can hold the weekly level and not lose the weekly level, and it looks like we want a SFP over here, we can definitely still find upwards momentum. The question is, are we going to make a lower high compared to this high and fall down, or are we going to smash it and just continue, and then we'll observe what happens at these two naked point of controls over here? And where I get that from is this naked point of control is inside of this consolidation area, and this naked point of control is inside of this consolidation area. And they can be quite powerful for momentum to the upside and to the downside. And for those of you that remember where we bounced over here at a naked point of control, that's where we bounced. Okay, so sometimes you smash through them like they don't exist, and sometimes they are absolutely amazing. Okay, so it's just about observing the price reaction when we get there. Right, let's go through a little bit more comments. You look so fresh. Okay, I've seen that. Marco, are we still going lower in the short term? Yes, I'm busy explaining here to say that, well, no one can unfortunately predict the market. It's all about observing the price reaction and entering trades with good risk management. Okay, I do see some of the altcoins have done amazing things over the weekend. Okay, so perhaps it's time for them to cool off a little bit. What I also want to look at is CVD. Okay, I just wanted to have a look at CVD. I always look at CVD for small little clues. Can we find upwards momentum? Are we going back down lower? And very neutral. We made a double bottom over here. Slight bullish CVD on blue, but not on yellow. Okay, I would like to see a double confirmation. Yeah. Let's go on to the, well, I am on to the 15-minute. Yeah, I just want to see something. Nice bullish CVD. Can you guys see this? You know, just confirming momentum here to the upside. So between this pivot and this pivot, bullish CVD, okay, of which the target was this high, and then you just continue to the upside. And then again, just want to see. Yeah, there was just continuous bullish CVD with this momentum up. Okay, even between these pivots, there was bullish CVD confirming momentum here to the upside. Lower lows, price action moving up. But now, where we are right now, very neutral at the moment. Okay, I did spot some bearish CVD over here. So when I go into the smaller time frames, let's go into the 5-minute And these are usually the reversal clues that I'm looking for, is to say that, okay, have we hit the top? And then when I start zooming into CVD over here, I can see, okay, wow, look at that. Okay, bearish CVD at the top, okay, between these pivots, and CVD moving up here, right, and on blue. Okay, so it looks like you want to go, and then you make a higher, a lower high with a bearish CVD, and then bam, you start getting momentum here to the downside. Okay, okay, not much else. This is very neutral at the moment. Okay, I think from a simplicity perspective, what I would do is, if I go into the 5 minute, let's just see over here. Okay, always have to bring a simple scenario into what is going on here. Is there perhaps a nice little trend that we can track? Oof. Is it that one? Is it this one? We have to have 3 touches. Maybe keep an eye on this trend. Okay, if we're going to find bullish continuation to the upside, I think this looks like a nice trend. It's been respected 1, 2, 3 times. Let's see if this breaks out successfully to the upside. Okay, I'm going to put my alarm there. Okay, for now, legends, I do want to stress that this looks like a successful SFP. We've got a weekly level which we are struggling to break through, meaning closure or acceptance back below the level. Okay, so for now, there's a chance that we can break out here. The question is whether we are going to make a higher high, okay, or smash the high. So we're either going to smash the high, or we're going to come and reject here by the 50%. Because the 50% has all these highs to compete with. Nice resistance here above. So if we do smash through here, I want to see how we're going to react at the 50% FIB level. The 618 is kind of in the middle of nowhere. I don't see any resistance at the 618. Not a lot, not a lot. Okay, maybe these pivot highs over here, which we smashed through already with high volume. Okay, definitely offer some resistance over here when I look at the 618 over here. Okay, so there is some confluence with these highs at the 618. Right, 786, nothing really there. So this could potentially be a rejection area. But I mean, if we do smash through here, if we hold the weekly, we have to hold the weekly. I don't want to see candles closing like a 4-hour, 1 hour candle close below the weekly could mean that we're going to come back down lower. So for now, we're holding the weekly, and there's a chance that we could break out. But I don't know if it's going to come and claim this high. And that's why we just have to be conservative and defensive with our trades and take profits on the way up. Okay. What else? Cool. Can you see Axie? Thank you, legend. Right. I will see if I can get through some altcoins for the legends. Why not? Thank you. You're one of the best. Can we see more altcoins that might pop off? Also, can you check Chainlink, please? Definitely, I will have a look at that. Right. And I am mostly, I'll be honest with you guys, I'm mostly, from a day trading perspective, I love Bitcoin because I know the personality, right? I know it respects weekly and daily and naked point of controls. It's fun. It's really fun to trade the altcoins. But, you know, for me to pay the bills at the end of the month, I stick to Bitcoin because I know Bitcoin. Okay. If I make some money with the altcoins, or when I do make some money with the altcoins, it's a bonus. Yeah, I just want us to hold this weekly level over here. Right, for those of you that's just joined right now, I did go through the bearish and the bullish scenarios that I am watching over here. And let's go, why not? Some of the altcoins that I am having, or still keeping an eye on, is AVAX. Okay, let me just clean this up here a little bit. This is a trading setup that I discussed with the Legends community on Friday. And the trade just played out to perfection. Okay. And this was the trading setup. Okay, we discussed this trade when we were over here. And I said, Legends, I am attempting along over here. And I had my stop loss below these lows over here. And I said, I know I'm increasing the risk of myself being stopped out because ideally you need to put your stop loss over there. But it was just too far away. I can't have a 10% stop loss to the downside. It's just too far away. So I said, it looks bullish. We've broken trend. I know why I'm entering. I'm applying good risk management, and I'm going to take profits by these highs over here, which we tapped to perfection. Okay. Also, where did we reject? 1.618. Okay, so profits in the bag. For those of you that did take the trade with me, congratulations, legends. If you are on the stream, this was a 18% trade to the upside. From where we entered, 18% to the upside. For those of you that did enter the trade, I hope you took some profits, because you can see where we got rejected at the moment. 1.618, but I mean, there's still a chance to get into this trade if we make a higher low, right? We could still come back down here, make a higher low for continuation back to the upside, where this becomes a 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, right? And then we'll just have to see what happens when we hit this trend to the upside. But for those of you that watched this one, I mean, it's a little bit late to enter now. There's nothing to do right now. I just wanted, from an education perspective, just to show you guys how beautifully these breakout strategies work when you plan them properly with good risk management, low leverage, low capital. Okay. Next up, I was watching Coty this morning. So for those of you that's asking me, do I see anything that's still breaking out? I'm watching Coty here like a hawk at the moment. Okay. You can see Coty 1, 2, 3, 4, and now it's having an attempt again, right? Will this, I mean, Bitcoin has to play ball here as well. Okay, so it's all dependent on what's going to happen with Bitcoin. But for now, we have to acknowledge that we are outside of trend, and this could potentially be a retest. Okay, so if I zoom into the structure over here, it's either going to be a fake out, or this is a retest for continuation to the upside. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, this could be a retest for continuation here to the upside, or it's going to be that one that grinds against the trend, like Render did. I will take you guys through Render as well. We had a nice breakout to the upside, and then it just grinded against the trend, setting the alarm off, beep, beep, beep the whole time, and then it did this. Okay, it can definitely do that as well. Okay, so Coty is one that I'm watching. We broke out. I don't see a lot of green volume. It's the only concerning thing for me for Coty here at the moment. I don't see nice green volume increasing with this breakout here to the upside. So still watching it. I'm still contemplating whether I should enter here or not. I saw the breakout, but I wasn't convinced yet. Okay. And I wanted to see a significant higher high from this pivot over here, which I didn't see. And then I also watched Bitcoin. Okay. When we lost this area over here. But I mean, it can still be bullish if Bitcoin breaks this trend here successfully to the upside. Okay. I mean, that will be very bullish here for Coty. And then when Coty is over here, we're going to be like, crap, why didn't we enter over here? It was such a beautiful entry. Stop below the lows, and we're targeting the high over here. Okay, so from a risk to reward perspective, targeting the high, I will put it a little bit lower than the high, because you need to leave before the police comes. Okay, you still have a let's say 5 to 1 risk to reward if you're attempting a trade over here. I'm just not sure. I would have liked to see a little bit more green volume, but I mean, it is ticking all the other boxes. It's really ticking all the other boxes. It's just Bitcoin needs to play ball over here, because I can guarantee you if Bitcoin gets acceptance back below this weekly level, I do think that Coty is going to shave here against this trend line to the downside. Okay. But there's a chance. There's a chance. There's definitely a chance. With good risk management, with low leverage and low capital, there's definitely a chance. I mean, this is still, if this trade plays out, this is still, wow, 24% move. That is insane. That's better than the AVAX trade that we took over here. This AVAX trade was only an 80% move, and this one is a 24% move. Right. Also, what I wanted to check over here is from the high to the low. We got rejected here, almost not tapping the 618 just as yet. Okay, so there's a chance. There's a chance. If we can find acceptance back, if we can hold the 382 level, that would be bullish. Okay. Just want to see something else from the high to the low. Now, you just want to see it hold above that trend. If we're going to, purely from a trend line perspective, if we're going to find acceptance back below the trend, it's not going to look good. Perhaps we bounce on the 618 and then we break through. Okay, but yeah, Bitcoin needs to play ball. At the moment, we do have a little trend here to the upside. And let's see how this plays out. I was also looking at CRV, breaking trend. CRV is also breaking trend. Okay, just undo that. You guys are asking which ones are just breaking out right now, which ones have we not missed. And I must be honest, the ones you wanted to catch was last week, like AVAX, because Bitcoin just looked bullish as hell. And it feels like the ones we're catching now might be a little bit late, but nonetheless, it is breaking trend, and perhaps CRV even is going to do a beautiful retest for continuation, but it's facing a lot of resistance. It's facing resistance from the highs. There's another trend that it needs to break through. It needs to break through this trend, so it is facing a lot of resistance. Okay, so it's either going to smash through here with high volume, and I know CRV performs exceptionally well when ETH performs well. So you can see when ETH shoots up, CRV does phenomenally well. So it's really dependent on the ETH ecosystem for CRV to do well. Okay. Right. What else? I was looking at Dogecoin over here. A little bit late for the trade, but perhaps there is an opportunity coming for a re-entry. You can see I've been tracking this little wedgie structure over here. Okay, a bullish structure. Remember, patterns that slope to the downside has a high probability of breaking to the upside, and patterns that slope to the upside has a high probability of breaking to the downside. And that's why I've been watching this one over here, and Doge had a nice little breakout here to the upside. Okay, so it can definitely come back for a beautiful little retest. Okay, it can definitely come back for a beautiful little retest and continuation to the upside. 50%. Well, it hasn't even tapped the 382. When coins are really bullish and they want to go to the upside, okay, I've seen the maximum target being the 382. In full bull cycle mode, you rarely see deep retracements. 382 is a common retracement where you just see explosive moves back to the upside. Obviously, if Bitcoin is losing a little bit of steam and Bitcoin dominance and doesn't want to fall the way it wants to fall, then you can have deeper retracement. So just looking at Bitcoin dominance over here, this was a nice little dump here to the downside. And this is what we got over the weekend. That's why we saw so many altcoins popping to the upside. We got this little dump here over the weekend. Beautiful acceleration in some of our favorite altcoins. And now, are we going to reject? Okay, are we going to reject? If we can lose this trend, legends, if we can lose this trend over here and the support, okay, you can see we're bouncing here on top of the highs. Right, we're bouncing and we could find upwards momentum, but if we can lose the support, break the trend and retest this as resistance, it's game on. It's game on for some of our favorite altcoins. Game on. Okay, so this is quite an important area over here for Bitcoin dominance. Right, what else? I think someone asked for Link. Let's quickly have a look at Link over here. Okay, Link is showing some greenness over here. Oh, I see XRP looks like it wants to go. Okay, Link has just broken out. Okay, also just broken out. Just take this out the way, clean it up. Okay, so this is what I mean by playing the breakout before the breakout happens. Look at what happened to Link. I'm here on the 4-hour time frame, and I tracked this momentum here to the downside. Okay, you want to play the breakout before the breakout happens. Okay, I didn't know what was going to happen over here, but I knew that if this is a successful breakout, at least I have an entry that's like pretty decent, okay? And my stop loss below here, and as soon as I move into profit, I move my stop loss to break even. And now I can either add to my position and move my entry a little bit up and still protect it with my stop loss, anticipating upwards momentum. And if I get stopped out, I get stopped out in profits because I had this move up here already. Right, it's all up to the trader to make that decision. Okay, so now I've played the breakout before the breakout, but currently we have to acknowledge that it looks like it wants to break up. There's some green volume kicking in here. So Link looks like it wants to go. Okay, obviously all dependent on what Bitcoin's next move is, because Legends, I can almost guarantee you guys that if this is, let's go back here on the 1 hour. Okay. Clean up. Right. If this is, for argument's sakes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are going to make an A, B, C here to the downside. The C leg, okay, could be a little bit bearish for some of the altcoins. It just depends on what dominance is going to do here. If Bitcoin falls here to complete a C wave, and dominance falls at the same time, it could protect the alts and they could still stay above trend without breaking down. Okay, we just have to acknowledge that. This Bitcoin dominance thing really messes with your mind, because sometimes you see Bitcoin, like what happened here. Bitcoin had a massive drop here to the downside, and it had almost no effect on the altcoins. The altcoins already bled out during this move over here, where we saw the 30%, the 50% bleed out from some of the altcoins. And then when Bitcoin did this, the altcoins did almost nothing because dominance dropped. Okay, dominance dropped, protecting the altcoins. Okay, that is basically Link here at the moment. Let's go on to the, I just want to see RSIs for interest's sake. 4 hours going down. 1 hour is at the bottom. Okay, just it needs to hold this trend. You can see how we tapped it there. We rejected and now we broke through with relatively high volume. So is this Link's time to shine? Okay, we have to acknowledge that we're outside of trend and doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad. Whoever caught this entry over here, congratulations. And right, I think from a 15-minute perspective, let's see if there's a local trend. Okay, doesn't have beautiful pivots, but nonetheless, pivots nonetheless. Okay, perhaps this is a trend you want to track. Okay, if you're not sure, you don't know if you need to enter, just wait for this trend to break. Put an alarm. I like to say once per cross. Okay, and then you play a small little breakout. If you want to practice good risk management, you don't know where to put your stop loss and things like that. If you break this trend successfully, you know where to put your stop loss, you know where to take profits. Okay, and you can leave some of the position open for higher levels. Right, we just need to hold this trend, and for now it looks like we're making a higher low. So this could be a small little third wave here to the upside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so it goes. Okay, let's go through some more comments over here. Sebastian wins. Legends copy trading update. Everyone hurry up and sign up. Yes, I have made, I'm busy making a tutorial on how to use it's not Blowfin. Everyone, I've been informed that it's not Blowfin, it's Bluffin. It's pronounced Bluffin. Okay. Blowfin has a nice little ring to it, but it's pronounced Bluffin, right? And down in the description, Legends, I've got Bybit, Bluffin, and Mexi. Mexi's still with the lowest fees. Bluffin, definitely competitive. The biggest bonus when you sign up, depending on how much you trade and deposit. Also, no KYC required for a long time. This is what they said. No KYC required for a long time. So if you want an alternative where you don't need to KYC, I definitely recommend Bluffin over here, where I will also start trading soon. From a copy trading perspective, you can come and look for me here by the copy trading section. You can type in Deerwold. Okay, oops, not like that. Deerwold like that. Right, you will find me here. I'm going to start copy trading soon. I have made, or I'm busy making a tutorial to explain how the basic settings work when you sign up for copy trading, how to set up the settings, how they work. Obviously, it's up to the trader what they want to put in there. I'm just explaining the settings over there, so you can come and follow me from a copy trading perspective. Right, now that we're here, I looked through some news today. Hong Kong's new spot Bitcoin ETFs attract 230 million in assets under management during the first week. Okay, China AMC was the most successful with 160 million, followed by Bosera International and Hashkey Capital at 57 million. The Harvest Global Investment also at 57 million. It's not significant. I mean, Bitcoin really needs billions to move the price, but nonetheless, it's inflows coming in and some bullish sentiment out there at the moment. Right. I also looked at this. A lot of people are calling for an explosive alt season here at the moment. You can see altcoins market cap. I think they basically just zoomed into this little price action over here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, still expecting close to a 4 trillion market cap for the altcoins. That is almost 3 times more than what it is at the moment. Okay, so that is absolutely insane. Okay, no, sorry, they've actually here compared what happened in the previous cycle, 2020, 2021. Look at what happened here, okay, when we broke this resistance. So are we retesting this resistance as support, expecting a 4 trillion market cap over here? Right, this is exactly what happened during the previous cycle. So only time will tell. You have those beautiful wicks there to the downside and an explosive move here to the upside. Is it time, right? Are these little breakouts that we are seeing on the altcoins, are these little breakouts the ones that's going to just give us absolute explosive momentum here to the upside? Okay, looks like we're breaking trend here. Let's go back onto the 5 minutes, see what's happening. Okay, for those of you tracking the momentum, you know what to do. Okay, you definitely know what to do. If you're, I don't want to give signals. I've gotten myself in trouble in the past, but you know what to do. You're breaking trend. You know where to place your risk. You know you need to take profits on the way up. Okay, please take profits on the way up, because I don't want people to wait for this pivot and it never comes, and it does this. Okay. But yeah, I would like for at least, I would like for a 10 to 15 minute candle close outside of the trend. That's usually how I play these. Okay. Okay, for now we only have a wick outside of the trend. I would like to see a little bit more green volume kicking in, and I would like to see the body of the candle close outside of the trend. That's just, I'm a little bit more conservative. Right, but there's a chance. I'm not gonna lie, there's definitely a chance, but at the moment I don't see any body candles outside of the trend. So this could be a fake out, or it's busy building up that spring to break out. Okay. Right, let's go back onto the news quick here. The number of merchants accepting Bitcoin across Costa Rica is skyrocketing. I mean, that is absolutely wonderful. I wish that here in South Africa, I can take profits on Bitcoin and go into any supermarket and just buy groceries without having to transfer money into my bank account. And then, I'm not going to say more than that, but I mean, that would be absolutely wonderful. So nice adoption taking place over here. Right, dormant Bitcoin wallet from 2011 just moved 44 million worth of Bitcoin. The owner of this wallet hodled all the way from $2 per Bitcoin, which is now $65,000. That is a whopping 3.2 million% increase. That is absolutely insane. I mean, wow. What patience. Do we have patient traders out there? Do we have anyone in the community that's owned Bitcoin pre-2017? Okay, I mean, to have bought Bitcoin at $2 and you are now $44 million strong. That is absolutely insane. Okay, next up. On the Bitcoin monthly chart, the first candle after the halving has always been green. We are now in green. It's time to go up only. Enjoy the post-halving rally. Let's see here. Okay. Green. Yeah, green. Will this time be different? Can we expect upwards momentum here to come and claim the all-time highs again? Right, that is the question. So still some bullish technical news here in the market. Last up, Bitcoin rode to $100,000. The pump was imminent as expected, and I must say, a lot of people on Twitter said this must be the low. That is the liquidity grab, because it happened everywhere. RSIs were at the bottom when this happened. Nice rampage here to the upside. RSIs are at the bottom. We had the week down, so perhaps this is the local low for now, so that even if we get a retracement, where are we? Even if we get a retracement, some people are saying that this will be a lower high. A lot of people are calling for a lower high. Even if we get acceptance back inside the trend, a lot of people are calling for a higher low, a higher low. Right, saying that this is going to be the momentum that carries us out. Only time will tell. We'll observe the reaction at each level and see how we hold. Okay, bullish CVD, bearish CVD. Unfortunately, no one can predict the market, but from the sentiment out on Twitter, everyone's calling for this to be the low. Okay, and we're going to rock it out from here. What else? Let's go through a little bit more comments over here. Legends copy trading. Yeah, I've given the update over there. Please, it recovered so quickly. Power USDT. Let's go have a look quick here for the legend. POWR USDT. Binance. Is it this one? Let's go have a look. I like to use Binance because it has the highest amount of volume. It's easier to chart when you have nice volume behind the coin. Okay. Oof. Let's see what is cooking. Yo, I can definitely see it's a low cap. Okay. It only has data here on Binance from 20 November 21. So it obviously launched during the wrong time. Okay. It got launched during the peak of the bull cycle. So it definitely just had downwards momentum. I do like that it's found a bottom. I do like the bottom. Okay. Some of the altcoins that I've been buying during the bull cycle has not found a bottom yet. That concerns me. But I do like that it's showing a bottom over here. Obviously low liquidity. I mean, look at these weeks. This is low liquidity. But definitely someone is accumulating in the zone because it's green volume. I do like that it's green volume. So whales, someone with big wallets, are buying up. They are accumulating, which shoots these green wicks into the air. So I do like that. Ooh, this was an absolute pump and dump here to the upside. I mean, look at that. 323% in a matter of 2, 3, 4 days. And then, bam, smack down to the middle. Okay, so it really is difficult to try and technically analyze price action amongst all of these wicks. It does look like it found support. Let me just take this out the way. Okay, let's grab a support box over here. Drag it down. Okay, so it looks like it's found support above all of these highs over here. Okay, so it could be. I'm not even going to try and use Fibonacci and things like that. It's going to be so inaccurate. It's not going to give us a clear indication. These weeks really make it difficult. There's kind of support over there, and I can't guarantee anything on this coin because it's so volatile here at the moment. Okay, even from a trend line perspective, I wouldn't even know where to start. Okay, because you place it on top of the weeks, and then you get another week that stops you out. Okay, that most probably looks like the trend that you need to track. It looks like it wants to break out. I do like the green volume that's starting to kick in over here. Yeah, I can't use Fibonacci. The only thing that I can identify over here is a low and a higher low. It does look like the higher low tapped the 0.88, which means that the move away could be corrective. Could. I want to use the words could. Okay, it could be a corrective wave where you're still going to come back down and not claim the highs. Only time will tell. I mean, Bitcoin dominance needs to play ball here as well. Okay. From a fundamental perspective, I'm not familiar with it. I'm going to have to go and do some research. From a day trading perspective, there's no ways I would day trade this. There's too many weeks. I don't know how to apply good risk management to a coin like this. From a spot bag perspective, we are at support. So the only way that I would add or buy this coin, if I'm happy with the fundamentals, is we are at support. Okay, you actually missed the buy here on the support. It looks like we want to break out here to the upside. And it's purely a spot buy for me at the moment. It's no leverage trade, no swing trade. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. It's a dirty chart for me to try and do technical analysis on. Okay, I mean, what do I do with this? Like, I can't even take a fib, right? If I now take a fib to see if it bounced on the 618, like the 6, no, it doesn't make any sense. So I mean, if I have to take this fib into consideration, then I can tell you it bounced on the 0.88, which makes any move up corrective, which means it's going to come and take the lows over here, which might not happen because of this crazy week here to the upside. Okay, so sorry, legends, it's just one of those that's very difficult to do any technical analysis on. Okay, the only clear thing here you can identify is support, and you can clone that, and you can say, well, definitely there's support over there, right? That's the only thing that really makes sense over here. And I mean, you can see where the general cluster of the candles over here found rejection in this area. Okay, you have a consolidation area, and even this high, none of these candles pierced it. Okay, we found acceptance back below, and you want to flip it into support for continuation, not what happened over here. Right, alarms still going off here. BTC still attempting to break out. Doop, doop, doop. Let's go on 5 minute. Just watch the price action over here. Okay. See, first we had a fake out, scaring everyone. Is this now the true breakout? I still don't see any green volume kicking in. You see, legends, why it's so important for me to wait for a body of a candle to close outside of the trend. Because if you just play based on your alarm that goes off and you're like, oh, my alarm went off, I enter, it can still break down because you don't have confirmation that the continuation is going to continue up. I would rather have a late entry, okay, with confirmation than just getting stopped out twice or 3 times with a hole in your pocket. Okay, I want to look at CVD here quick. What is happening with CVD? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Very neutral at the moment, so I can't even look at CVD to give me a decision. Right, what else? Let's go through Solana. Can we have a look at Solana? Definitely we can have a look at Solana. Solana is definitely better to TA. Okay, Solana 4% yet to the upside. Nice, nice. I'm here on the daily. Ooh, you guys can see that I've been trading this thing like a crazy maniac here to the upside. And Solana looks a lot like Ethereum. It just wants to go and take the all-time highs. Look at where we got rejected, 786, okay? And we struggled by the 382. We found support by the 50%, absolutely just smashed through the 618, 786. This is where we're currently finding resistance at the moment. Also, beautiful trend here to the upside, okay? Just look at Solana on this momentum here to the upside. It is just continuing with this momentum. Bounce after bounce after bounce. Yeah, nice little fake out scaring the crap out of everyone. Another fake out scaring the crap out of everyone. And now we're back inside trend. Okay, we have to acknowledge Solana is back in trend. So that looks bullish for now. Okay, definitely got the breakout here to the upside. 1, 2, 3 touches, you get the breakout, and you have some nice green, or not convincing green volume kicking in here. Take a trend, take a fib. Okay, I'm just going to ignore that scam week over there. And we do have some confluence. I mean, if you played this breakout here to the upside, okay, like I said, always look left for resistance. There's resistance at the 50% fib level. Resistance, look at that beautiful resistance by the 618. Okay, so you cannot play a breakout and expect the high to be claimed. You just have to start taking profits on the way up. Okay, we've got a 50% fib level with resistance and even more resistance here at the underbelly by the 618. So if this trade continues here to the upside, definitely a rejection area over here. You want to see it smash it with high volume. Test it as support for continuation to the upside. Bitcoin also has to play ball over here, right? I just want to zoom into the smaller time frames to see if I can count any structure over here. Okay, the only thing, I must be honest, legends, the only thing that concerns me, and I mean, I can be wrong, the only thing that concerns me about this structure is that we tapped the 0.88, okay, and even lower. Okay, can you guys see where we bounced? Can you see where we bounced? Okay, between the 88 and the 1, yeah, taking a fib from the low to the high, and purely just from an Elliott wave perspective is when you retrace this deep, okay, any move away becomes corrective and not impulsive. So there's definitely a possibility that you can come up here and reject, okay, to come and take this low again because the retracement was so deep. Okay, and it's all just a game of probabilities, like I always mention. It can definitely still be a 1, 2, 3. It's just a lower probability, but it can happen. Okay, it's just a lower probability. I don't like deep retracements like this where you hit the 0.88. If we bounced here on the 786, I would have said, things looks a lot better. Okay, because that's a wave 2 target, a maximum wave 2 target, where this is a 1, you have a 2, and you expect a third explosive wave here to the upside. But for now, it can still be corrective here to the upside. Right. Nothing else. I mean, there was a couple of, there's a couple of trades, or there's one trade I would have taken over here, and it is this one over here. Okay, you missed the breakout, trend line strategy. Okay, you play the breakout, you claim the high, you leave some of the position open to come and claim these highs over here. And as you guys can see, I mean, if I go back here, Solana is one of my favorite trend line strategies that I use here to the upside. Just look at how I played it here. Bam, to the upside. Bam, bam, bam. It just loves its little bull flags, bull flag, bull flag, bull flag, and it just breaks up the whole time. Okay, I've had so much fun with Solana during that time when it did that. Okay, there's another bull flag. So you wait for consolidation. You wait for another bull flag to form. Okay, perhaps it's forming a nice little consolidation area here. If it can do that, if Solana can do this, okay, you can place a trend, wait for the breakout. Okay, because Solana loves its little breakouts here to the upside. It just does it so often. Right, there was also a lot of bearish flags here that you could have played. Bearish flags here to the downside. Okay, here's a beautiful, oops. Here's a beautiful one as well. This was a little bit longer, but I mean, the fall was worth it. Definitely worth it, where you're coming to claim the low over here. Right, okay, anything else? BTC, SFP, maybe again. SFP, yeah, definitely. I mean, we're watching this weekly level over here. High volume, high purple volume kicking in here. And you see, legends, that's why, you know, I wasn't convinced. That's why I'm like, you know, usually when I see what I'm supposed to see, I'm like, oh, yeah, guys, I would have done a live trade right here on the stream. If I was convinced, I would have done a live trade right here. But I wasn't convinced. Okay, I wanted to see closing candles above this trend. And now, for now, we've lost the weekly level. And for me to turn bullish, I want to see us reclaim it. We need to reclaim this weekly level. Otherwise, we're going to come back down to test the trend, okay, at the 382, right? We're going to come and test the trend here at the 382 for a potential bounce. Naked point of control, which is kind of in the middle of nowhere, but you could still have that wick down and acceptance back above. But the one that looks the best over here, it doesn't really have a fib relationship, but if I take a fib from this pivot, then it looks nice. Between the 50% and the 618, okay? This naked point of control in confluence with this consolidation area over here, that looks nice. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys are aware of the range high and the range low strategy. I have discussed it with our legends quite often, okay? I just want to see which time frame is going to work best for this strategy if this plays out, right? So you know, if we do get there, okay, do you guys see this low over here? The lowest point when we had explosive, and this is what I call my range high and my range low strategy. When you have explosive green volume to the upside, you wait for the retracement, and the lowest point of that retracement is right, let me snap a line there, right by the 618. There's it, that blue line over there. Okay, let me make it thicker so everyone can see it. This is what I call my range low strategy. When you see high volume and a retracement, okay, the strategy works as follow, that if you do find momentum to the downside and you tap it for the first time, you want to see price move away. It can do little retest and it can do crazy things. It must just not tap that level again. Then you know it's game on to come and claim this high again and even go to higher levels. And usually the first time you tap it, you do get a nice bounce, okay? But then you don't want to see it tap again. So you can immediately protect your position at that line to say that it mustn't touch it again, because the strategy works as follow. If you tap it for a second time, the probabilities increase that you're going to come and fall this entire area. Okay, and that's referred to as the range high or the range low strategy. Okay, you have to tap it and move away, right? And it plays out many times, especially if there's nice bullish momentum in the market. If you tap it and you start closing candles below, like 1 hour and 4 hour candles below this line, you are gonna fill this entire area, right? And I think that would kill the bullish momentum for Bitcoin here to the upside. So I would say this 618 level, taken from this pivot to the high, to me looks very juicy for a long to the upside if we lose this area. Oh, but now we're breaking out again. Okay, Bitcoin, you need to choose sides, buddy. You need to choose sides, buddy. What are you deciding? Right, we just got acceptance back above the level. This is so confusing. Okay, and the green volume is kicking in, right? That's what you want to see. Okay, green volume kicking in, breaking the trend, acceptance back above the weekly level over here. And I mean, obviously guys, I'm just going to give it a small little attempt over here. We're a little bit far away already, so I'll just go lower leverage, lower capital. I will do BTC. Let's do it. 5x leverage. I will do 10,000. Right, let's do a small little long over here. Okay, tight stop loss. Okay, I told you guys I will play small little long here to the upside if I agree with what is happening. Okay, risk to reward. Let me go check the risk to reward. This is the trading setup. Now you guys see me do a live trade. I did enter a little bit late, but tight risk management still makes the risk to reward 2 to 1. Okay, so it makes it worth the trade. I'm planning to take profits here by the 50%. 64,206. 64,206. Let me see over here. 64,206. Right, let's go. Let's see how this plays out. $11 in the bag, baby. $15 in the bag. Let's go. Bitcoin, give us that momentum here to the upside. Right, that's what you like to see. Not this stuffing around, looking like we're getting acceptance back below the weekly level, stopping everyone out, and now it's getting a nice little momentum with nice green volume kicking in here. But the question is, are we going to make a lower high for continuation, or is this going to send us to the all-time high? So what I would do is, I will go do that just now, is I would leave some of this position open if we do tap it, right? If we get here, maybe I'll leave some of the position open to come and claim the high. There's a chance. I'm not convinced that it's going to do that, so I'm going to take profits conservatively. Nice risk to reward. I know why I'm entering. I'm seeing what I like. I've got good risk management, planning to take profits on the way up. Right, legends. Now you've seen me place a live trade. Very quick and dirty over here. Okay, played with low capital, low leverage. Let's see what happens here. If I get stopped out, it is what it is, right? Did you buy a bag of umbrella? I don't remember. I'll have to go and check, but I don't think I did. Right, what will you advise for a trader with low capital? By low, I mean below $100, or is that $1,000? $100. I would strongly recommend that anyone with low capital that's still learning to trade, turn that into school fees. Go play low leverage, low capital. So if you have $100, go play with $10 at 2x leverage. Practice your trades. Make sure that you get them right. It's not about, guys, the one thing I do want to stress, if money is your goal, how much money I can make, you are not going to be here for long. Okay? If your goal, you have to change your mindset. If your goal is how many trades can I win? Okay? Regardless of how much money I put in here. So, and it takes emotions a little bit out of the equation when you say, well, if I have a $100 account, I play with $10 at 2x leverage. I don't care if I get stopped out. I want to see if I'm going to win this trade. And then I want to see if I'm going to win the next trade. Am I going to win the next trade? And when you start winning more trades than what you're losing, and you're taking profits where you're supposed to be taking profits, and you get stopped out where you're supposed to get stopped out, and not adding to positions and things like that, you will see by having that mindset about planning your trade properly, okay, and by winning your trade and taking profits where you're supposed to be taking profits, and removing your emotion because you're playing with too much capital, money will be a result of the winning trades. But if you are trying to see how much money you can make with each trade, it's just the wrong mindset to enter this game with, okay? I've just seen it so many times. Right. What else? I just want to see something here. Legends, let me just check something here. Legends, unfortunately, I have run out of time. It just feels like as soon as I start having fun, I run out of time. I'm trying to keep the live streams an hour, a little bit under an hour, because people watching the live streams after the fact complain that it's too long. They don't want to rewatch it, whatever the case might be. So I'm trying to find that sweet spot. You know, I'm trying to keep the live streams at an hour maximum. We are at an hour and 8 minutes already. So thank you so much, Legends, for joining. I just want to read you. I have taken that 300% pumps. Not technically. Okay, cool. Right. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for joining. And I will see you guys in the next one. Much love. Please smash up the like button. We can spread the algorithm, get some new people here on the channel. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers for now.